horrible nightmare. Dean Stroudsbury was dead. My mom was in jail. Keith told me he never wanted to see me again. And worst of all, I was surrounded by an evil army of giant teddy bears.
Unfortunately, it was all true, including the teddy bears.
My eyes! There's something wrong with them! Everything's pink!
But her eyes were fine. It was the room that was pink. Pink cuddly toys. Pink furniture. Pink clothes. And a hand-drawn homage to teenage heartthrob Pelvis Cressley. Covered in pink hearts. Everything a teenage girl could dream of.
It looks like a marshmallow exploded.
It was at this point Jenny remembered where she was.
I shouldn't be here. What happened? And what is that terrible music? I can't think straight with that racket playing. These aren't my clothes. And where's my journal?
That wasn't the only thing missing.
The Dean's ring! It was in my pocket. It's locked from the outside. Who would trap a child in this nightmarish hellscape? You're the fan that I love.
Ah yes, the eagerly awaited follow-up to the smash hit. Even though I'm a big star and you're just a fan, perhaps someday we could be together.
Ugh, who buys this crap? Huh? Hushed whispers in the hallway? I should investigate. Let's see what they're talking about.
Jenny peeped through the tiny keyhole. As her eyes adjusted to the light, she recognized the substantial frame of Winston LeClue, Arthurton's long-standing sheriff, and Jenny's
Granddad!
Jenny's relationship with her grandfather was contentious, to say the least. He was a stern and humorless man who placed honor, tradition, and the law above all else.
Sometimes even family.
But what was he doing here?
And who is he talking to?
Florence and Richard Glatz were the wealthiest couple in town, and hugely influential. Their company, Glatz Mining and Supply Corp., was the oldest in Arthurton. While Richard may have been the head of the business, everyone knew that Florence wore the pants. Exceptionally charming and generous, she always had a smile on her face.
Which is why I don't trust her one bit.
Being careful not to make a sound, Jenny leaned in and listened.
With everything going on, I don't have time to watch her.
It's no trouble at all, really, Winston. She can stay for as long as she likes. The girls are great friends. I only hope she feels better soon. That was quite the scene she made at the funeral.
She should have left the boy alone.
Really, Winston, this whole situation must be unbearably traumatic for the poor girl. Her mother in jail, And what she saw in the library. One shudders at the thought. And all this barely a year after what happened to Henry.
She'll be fine. Just keep an eye on her. She can be a real handful.
Oh, don't worry, I've planned everything. Pony rides, afternoon tea, and tomorrow, we're going dress shopping. Oh, that reminds me. I have something for you.
Dress shopping? First they locked me up, now they want to torture me? I need to get out of here. Fast.
But her curiosity was piqued. She had to know what Mrs. Glatz had gone to fetch, and so she waited. When Thaladius T. Pumberbitten discovered the first quartz seam lining the Great Mountains, little did he know the impact it would have on the future of the town.
Little did he know the Glatz family would muscle in and take over the whole operation.
Nowadays, it was hard to go anywhere in town without seeing something made from it. The duty of sheriff had been Winston's birthright, passed from father to son for generations. Of course, that tradition would now end with him, but he preferred not to think about that. Nathaniel Glatz stared disapprovingly back at Jenny.
Creepy old man.
Actually, this was the man who saved Arthurton. When the quartz mines began to run dry, it was his research into the unique properties of the crystals that secured the future prosperity of the town and the company.
Huh? Where did he go?
Winston, what are you doing down there?
Thought I heard something.
Really? A man of your age spying on teenage girls? I've told you already, she won't be going anywhere.
It was probably just Jenny's imagination, but those words felt oddly
sinister.
Here.
Why does Mrs. Glatz have official police documents?
Satisfied?
How is Julie?
She's in the safest place, behind bars.
Surely they don't believe she's guilty.
I don't envy you, Winston. It must be hard to stay impartial. If the poor dear would just confess, it would make things much easier.
I have everything under control.
Of course you do, dear. No one doubts your loyalty to Arthurton. We must continue to look out for each other, now more than ever.
Sheriff, are you receiving?
Go ahead.
It's the LeClue house, sir. We found something.
I'll be right there. Over.
It sounds like you've got important things to take care of.
Yes. Well, good night, Florence.
Good night, Winston.
Don't let her out of your sight. She is a LeClue, after all.
I'm sure we'll manage.
Jenny couldn't believe what she'd just heard.
Everyone thinks my mom's a murderer.
Thankfully, her mother's fate was in safe hands. The fine people of the Arthurton Police Department.
Oh, God! She's gonna rot in jail.
Jenny could leave the case to them and enjoy a fun week of pony rides and shopping sprees.
No.
No?
Mom always says a great detective leaves nothing to chance. I have to do something.
But she was just a kid. What could she possibly do?
This is my chance. The case of a lifetime. My mom needs me, and I won't let her down. I'm gonna find my stuff and get out of here.
And just like that, a great adventure began.
I don't have my detective gear to pick the lock. Besides, I can't just walk out in front of Mrs. Glatz. I love you! I love you! Ah! You are my best friend! You scared the life out of me, pig!
The sun was setting behind the great mountains of Arthurton, cradling the town in a warm red embrace.
whole day away? I have to get out of here and make up for lost time. Best in show, horse ballet. First prize, advanced table etiquette. There's one here for best smile. Seriously? All the dangly bits are swaying. Strange. It's not windy in here. There's a track in the ceiling panel around the chandelier. It looks like it can move. A heart-shaped mirror for the lady who loves herself. There's something strange about this mirror. This requires further investigation. Seriously, who has windows this big?
Below, Lake Nowhere stretched out as far as the eye could see. In the distance, Jenny could just make out the great lighthouse on Skull Island.
It's foggy out there tonight. Mom wasn't covered in blood. That's a lie.
Jenny thought of her poor mother, locked away in a jail cell for a crime she didn't commit.
Don't worry, Mom. I'll prove you didn't do it as soon as I get out of here. I don't remember any of this. I bet that kid's in a lot of trouble. Pushed from the balcony? That's not what happened. And no mention of electrocution. Either this is shoddy reporting, or someone is trying to cover up what really happened. My mom's still in jail, so the police must not think this was an accident.
And if it wasn't an accident, then...
The real killer is still out there! I don't have my detective gear to pick the lock. Besides, I can't just walk out in front of Mrs. Glatz. I love you! I love you! Ah! You're my best friend! You scared the life out of me, pig! Let's be friends! Let's be friends!
The sun was setting behind the great mountains of Arthurton, cradling the town in a warm red embrace.
I slept the whole day away? I have to get out of here and make up for lost time. All the dangly bits are swaying. Strange. It's not windy in here. Best in show, horse ballet. First prize, advanced table etiquette? There's one here for best smile. Seriously? There's a track in the ceiling panel around the chandelier. It looks like it can move. A heart-shaped mirror for the lady who loves herself. Ouch! That's hot! I'm not touching it. I'll burn myself. There's something strange about this mirror. This requires further investigation. I don't remember any of this. I bet that kid's in a lot of trouble.
Jenny thought of her poor mother, locked away in a jail cell for a crime she didn't commit.
Don't worry, Mom. I'll prove you didn't do it as soon as I get out of here. Mom wasn't covered in blood. That's a lie. Pushed from the balcony? That's not what happened. And no mention of electrocution. Either this is shoddy reporting, or someone is trying to cover up what really happened. My mom's still in jail, so the police must not think this was an accident.
And if it wasn't an accident, then...
The real killer is still out there! Seriously, who has windows this big?
Below, Lake Nowhere stretched out as far as the eye could see. In the distance, Jenny could just make out the great lighthouse on Skull Island.
It's foggy out there tonight. I've never seen so many clothes. Maybe mine are in here somewhere. Well, my clothes definitely aren't here. They'd be easy to spot amongst all the sequins and ribbons. Nothing happened. I thought I was onto something. I feel like I've seen that heart shape somewhere else in this room. That's more fun than it should be. This family's disposable income is outrageous. I always knew they were hiding something. I bet there are all kinds of horrific secrets lurking up there. Oh, it's just a dusty old attic. Oh, hello, spooky bear. Feels like he's watching me. Everything in here is covered in dust, except this bear. And there's light coming from behind him. What are you hiding, spooky bear?
Dozens of old boxes covered in dust and cobwebs, filled with toys, school projects, and old trophies.
Attics, where dreams go to die. A way out of here. Locked. But where is the lock? Smothered by a giant teddy bear. What an end that would have been. Just as I suspected, a hidden staircase.
Jenny was no stranger to the labs at Gumboldt, but she'd never seen anything quite like this. Certainly not inside someone's house.
Hey! What are you doing up here? Susie?
Loved by all, kind to a fault, Jenny's cousin was also the most popular girl in town.
Oh, hi, Jenny. You... You should be in bed resting. What are you doing up here? I should ask you the same question. What is all this equipment? And why is there a secret elevator running from your room to the attic? Oh, you must mean my collection of teddy bears. Don't play dumb with me, Susan Glatz. These bears are hiding nothing. And that one's wearing a welding helmet. Well, there's a simple explanation for that. There are just too many to fit in my bedroom. You're sweating like a freshman at prom, Susan. Now answer the question. What are you really doing up here? It's not what you think. This is where teddy bears. I have vintage bears, new bears, rare collectible bears. Enough! Stop avoiding the question. You don't need to hide anything. You can be honest with me. I can't. You wouldn't understand. Try me.
Susie's secret was the kind you took to the grave. A shameful, dark secret. A secret so shocking she feared she would lose everything. Her friends would abandon her, her family would disown her. She'd never find true love.
Oh God! I'm going to die alone! Ugh. You can't tell anyone. You have to promise me. Fine, just stop whimpering like a lost puppy. You're embarrassing yourself. Here goes nothing. This is my secret laboratory. Where I design and test my inventions. Your laboratory, where you invent things. Yes. You, a cheerleading, horse-riding, dress-wearing debutante. Yes. I want to believe you, Susie, but you know how crazy that sounds. That's why you can't tell anyone. If people found out, I'd lose everything.
Could it be true? Was Susie Glatz, in fact, a secret nerd genius? Was she really leading a double life?
There's only one way to find out. Susan Quincy Glatz, I'm gonna have to ask you a few questions. Gumboldt pin. The Dean was wearing one the day he died.
Could Susie have played a part in the Dean's death? All of Jenny's instincts told her it wasn't possible, but she needed to know for sure.
You smell nice. What perfume is that? Oh, thanks. It's called Innocent. I remember you were wearing it last Thursday at the lake. I was. What did you do that day? After you left? Peggy and I took Veronica home. She was really upset. And you were there all afternoon? Yes. Why? How close is Veronica's house to the library? I don't understand. Why do you want to know all this? I need to rule you out as a suspect. Suspect? Why would I be a suspect? You're certainly very good at keeping secrets. I didn't do anything. Just ask Peggy or Veronica. I don't know why you're friends with them. They are terrible character witnesses. First Veronica, then Keith, and now me. I never thought I'd say this, but sometimes you can be a real jerk. What were you saying about Keith? Well, you didn't exactly make things easier for him, did you?
You don't remember, do you? Oh, well, I suppose it wasn't that bad.
What do you mean?
After you interrupted the Reverend's eulogy, and after Keith asked you to stop, you tripped and knocked over the Dean's casket, and I guess they hadn't secured the lid properly, because he rolled right out, to horrified gasps, as you collapsed and fell into his open grave. And that's why everyone's so worried about you.
It all came flooding back. She had tried to defend her mum and repair her relationship with Keith. Instead, she had ruined everything. Jenny had lost her best friend.
You should talk to Keith. I'm sure he'll forgive you.
It's not that simple. He thinks my mom killed his dad.
She felt the distance between them grow with every passing minute. How could she face him without answers?
I have to find the Dean's real killer. Pink bows, fluffy bears, stylish clothes. She can't possibly be a scientist. Do you really expect me to believe that you aren't obsessed with boy bands and the color pink? Brain or bimbo? Which one is it?
I am a scientist. But I also believe in the importance of good skincare and the power of matching accessories.
You sound ridiculous.
Susie couldn't be pretty, popular, and smart. That was just greedy. Seeing textbooks strewn about the floor reminded Jenny of something.
My journal! I need to get my stuff back. Where are my clothes?
Oh, Gerald took them.
Who the hell is Gerald?
Our butler.
Of course you have a butler.
He's taken them to be cleaned and pressed. They'll be ready in a few days.
Well, I need them. Now.
I've got a dress that would be perfect for you. It's got purple bows, and the sequins will really bring out the color of your eyes.
No, thank you. I'd rather be burned to death. No one's gonna take me seriously in a purple ball gown. And where's my other stuff? Don't tell me Gerald's got my journal. It's irreplaceable.
Like I'd let that nosy old fool see your diary.
It's not a diary. It's my case notes.
Right, of course. A girl's gotta have a place to keep her secrets. I put all your stuff in the lockbox under my pillows.
Are you kidding me? No wonder my head hurts.
Jenny needed to recover her journal and the Dean's ring, but she wasn't quite finished with Susie.
All this stuff looks authentic, but that doesn't mean it belongs to Susie. If this is really your lab, what does that thing do?
That's Tim. He's a thermal imaging machine. He uses reflected thermographic projections to infer depth-related topography in subsurface bodies.
Come again?
He lets you see inside stuff.
Well, what about that thing?
That's Judicate, a gamma-ray induction polygraph.
And that?
Hydraulically propelled telemetric manipulator.
And this?
That's a tea set. What? I like to drink tea.
How did you get all this stuff up here anyway? and without being seen.
You'd be surprised how much you can hide on a giant stuffed teddy bear.
I know what's going on here. You've stolen all this stuff, and you're planning to sell it all to buy more fluffy cushions or pink horses or something.
I didn't steal anything. Some of the parts are from my father's factory. The rest I bought with my allowance.
That's some allowance. If you didn't steal it, why are you worried about people finding out?
I'm head cheerleader. I'm captain of the equestrian team. If the other girls knew about this, they'd laugh me all the way to the back of the cafeteria.
Why do you care what they think?
It's not just them. If my parents found out about my lab, they'd kill me.
Why? Don't they want you to be a scientist?
I think they'd like me to marry a scientist. Dad says science is a man's job. Girls are supposed to bake pies and become prom queen.
Ugh, everyone in Arthurton is stuck in the past.
If anyone else showed him the things I've created, he'd call them a genius and make them his lead scientist.
So tell him. Prove him wrong.
I just can't. You have to keep my secret. I'm begging you, Jenny.
Poor Susie, all of her secrets laid bare. Jenny couldn't help but feel
Disgusted.
maybe there was more to Susie than she had first presumed. Jenny was confident that Susie wasn't involved in the Dean's murder. She wasn't evil.
Just insufferable. Alright, I'm gonna grab my stuff and get out of here.
Oh, while you're wandering around, can you find some parts for me? I need a battery and a transistor to finish this device.
What? No!
I did something for you.
It was true. Susie had kept Jenny's journal safe. And the Dean's ring. She'd even revealed her darkest secret to Jenny.
Fine! Enough already! What's a transistor?
Oh, it's an electronic voltage regulator that...
Just tell me what it looks like.
It's a tiny metal object with an antenna and 3 legs. If you can't find one in my bedroom, there are some old boxes in the attic.
Yeah. Transistor and battery. Got it.
Go, Jenny!
I've gotta get out of here. Bunch of old science fair projects.
They had all been submitted by Anonymous, and they'd all won first prize.
These awards should be hanging on the walls downstairs.
It was sad to see all these marvelous accomplishments hidden away in the attic. Susie wanted so badly to please her parents, to live up to their expectations of what a Glatz girl should be. She never even told them she'd entered the science fairs.
A tiny metal object with an antenna and 3 legs. Looks like a transistor to me. Now, where can I find a battery? Let's see. Stars, lips, hearts, and beakers. What would a girl like Susie use as a password? Of course it was the beakers. Clever. My stuff!
Jenny hid the ring in her pocket and flipped through the pages of her journal.
No obvious signs of tampering. At least Susie knows how to mind her own business. Now, where can I find a battery? I'm sorry, Mr. Pig, but I need your batteries.
I love you! I love you!
This will only hurt for a second.
You're my best friend!
Thank you, Pig, for donating your body to science. I'll give this stuff to Susie, and then I'll find a way out of this place. Here you go.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you.
Now, back to the task at hand, making my escape.
Don't you want to know what these parts are for?
Only if it will help me get out of here.
Ah! Careful! That's a stick of dynamite!
Dynamite? Are you crazy? You could have blown me to bits.
I did say be careful.
What are you making bombs for?
They're not bombs. They're silent explosives.
Silent explosives?
Think about it. Dynamite that doesn't make a sound. Impossible, you say? Not at all. My first breakthrough came when I discovered the unique properties of...
I can use this to blow my way out of here.
The explosion might be silent, but I think my mom would notice if part of the house was missing.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for the show and tell, but it's time for me to go.
And how exactly are you going to leave without being seen?
I'm glad you asked, Susan. I'll be making my exit through the window in the attic. Once I found a way to unlock it.
Oh, you're out of luck there. My parents are super security conscious. All the windows are locked electromagnetically.
Where are the controls?
Downstairs, in Dad's study.
And I can't get there without being seen. Is there some kind of override?
It's impossible to open them from up here, unless there was a total power failure.
Well then, I know exactly what to do.
Okay, well, I'll be here if you need help.
Complex formulas filled the large chalkboard, clearly the work of a genius.
Okay, she's secretly smart. We get it. What is all this anyway?
Oh, that? I'm working on a proof to help me pick the perfect prom dress.
You've got to be kidding me.
I know. I'm not sure it can be done either, but I've got to try. It's the biggest decision a girl has to make.
Gross. Robot just tried to kill me!
Oh, be careful. Claude is very fragile.
Fragile? It's enormous.
I haven't finished calibrating him yet. If you want to help, get him to pick some things up and put them down again. He needs the practice. Just don't pick up anything too heavy.
Must have been too heavy.
Please be gentle with Claude. He's only a prototype, and I'm out of replacement parts.
move it by force alone. If it's locked electromagnetically, it must be connected to the power supply. It broke again. That thing uses a lot of power. It broke again. That thing uses a lot of power. Hey! What did you do?
Oh, that's just Maggie. She helps me find things I've dropped on the floor. Why do you have a man's ring?
It belonged to a friend. I'm taking care of it for him.
But that doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you the truth.
No, I mean, why would a ring made of gold stick to a magnet? Unless...
There's something more to it. Which of these machines did you say could see inside things?
Excuse me, Tim. We need your help.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. My name is Tim, the thermal imaging machine. Metal, plastic, wood. There's nothing I can't see inside. Except, of course, your innermost thoughts.
Look, I don't need a best friend. I just need him to examine the ring.
Ouch. That hurt my feelings.
Go easy on him. He's quite sensitive.
Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you.
Oh, how wonderful it is to meet you, my new friend. How can I be of service?
I need you to look inside something for me.
I'd be delighted to. Please place the object on my soft, velvety platform. Come to me, tiny object of vast mystery and import. Reveal to me your deepest secrets. Swim in my warm bath of gamma rays. I'm peering deeply inside you. Ooh, what's that? Deeper still. I've never seen one of those before. Fascinating. Oh, the wonders I have seen.
Well, spit it out already.
One moment, please, while I paint you a picture of the journey we just shared.
I knew there was something special about this ring. It's full of tiny cogs and gears.
I've never seen such intricate craftsmanship.
I need to borrow your microscope. Tiny buttons hidden in plain sight. Clever. I wonder what they do.
The ring opened up like a flower.
Why would the Dean have a ring like this?
Whatever its true purpose, one thing was clear. This ring was important.
Important enough to kill for? Dean Stroudsbury, what were you involved in?
Did you say Dean Stroudsbury? Whose ring is that really?
Susie had entrusted her deepest, darkest secret to Jenny. The least Jenny could do was be honest with her.
It's the Dean's ring. Well, it was.
You stole the Dean's ring?
Technically, I found it.
Jenny, you've got to turn that into the police. It could be important evidence.
Considering the police think my mom is the Dean's murderer, I certainly won't be handing it over to them.
But what if they ask me about it? I can't lie to them. I'm a terrible liar.
It's not lying. It's just leaving out the parts that don't concern them.
I can't go to jail. My parents will disown me, and my reputation will be ruined.
No one's going to jail, as long as we protect each other. I'll keep your secret, you keep mine.
Like, friends.
Sure. Now go back to whatever mad science experiment you were doing. I've got a window to open. What does this machine do?
That's Judy Kate. She's a portable lie detector.
Portable? It's 18 feet tall and bolted to the floor.
Yeah, well, I'm still working on that part. But she can detect a lie with 98% accuracy.
That's quite a claim. Let's see.
Good evening, small human child. I am Judy Kate, arbiter of truth, detector of lies. Since this is the first time we have met, I will need to calibrate. To begin, please answer this simple question. What is the meaning of life?
What? How am I supposed to answer that?
Ha! 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 Just kidding.
Oh, sorry. I've been experimenting with her personality chip. She's using humor to build a better rapport with subjects.
Still needs some work.
To begin, please tell me your name.
My name is Keith Stroudsbury.
Nice try. That was a lie. Please tell me your real name.
My name is Jenny LeClue.
Welcome, Jenny LeClue. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
I'm probably the best dancer at my school. I think I broke it.
It's okay. Her fuse just tripped. She gets very sensitive if you lie to her, especially if it's a big lie. But don't worry, she'll reset in a minute.
Interesting. I've got it!
In the back of Jenny's brilliant mind, a plan was forming.
I know exactly how to get out of here. How can I escape from Glatz Manor? When I overload the robot arm, it sparks and fuses. And when I lie to Judy Kate, she nearly overloads the power supply. So if I could overload them at the same time, then I might be able to short the power and open the window in the attic.
But Jenny couldn't operate both machines by herself.